details now about the suspects arrested in connection with the New Orleans police officer's murder here in Houston. Frederick Jackson and his alleged accomplice Anthony Jenkins are no strangers to the justice system. Each of the suspects went before a judge today facing charges of capital murder and attempted capital murder. KPRC2 investigator Mario Diaz is live downtown now with a closer look at their criminal records. Mario?
Chris, both of these men are quite familiar with the legal system and its process. In the case of Anthony Jenkins, his criminal history is not as lengthy as his colleague, Frederick Jackson, who, according to court records that KPRC2 has examined, has gone in front of a judge inside of this building multiple times over the course of the last year.
What happened to Officer Briscoe and his friend was a tragedy, yet from our perspective was so utterly preventable because we had Jackson.
Frederick Jackson, one of two men facing charges in the shooting death of New Orleans police detective Everett Briscoe, has a criminal file that Andy Kahn of Crime Stoppers says is in a class of its own.
You could put him on a poster for everything that I've done on bond reform, and you could throw a dart and he would stand out.
The file includes 5 bonds involving multiple felonies. Earlier this month, law enforcement says Jackson even cut his ankle monitor off. But for Kahn, Jackson's juvenile conviction is what truly stands out.
He was convicted as a juvenile of aggravated sexual assault of a child when he was 15 years old.
With a lengthy history of crime, the 19-year-old Jackson still found himself back on the streets.
You still managed to get out on bond after bond after bond after bond.
The failure of judges to keep violent criminals behind bars after they commit another crime while out on bond is well documented. DA Kim Ogg speaking to it when Jackson's arrest was announced on Friday.
As I keep saying, I am opposed, along with the mayor, the police chief, to the repeated release of people on multiple bonds.
KPRC2 Investigates did attempt to speak with Judge Abigail Anastasio inside of the 184th courtroom today. Judge Anastasio was unavailable to comment with regards to cases involving Jackson's past inside of this courtroom, because she said that the cases are still making their way through the legal system. Also, where do we stand with Jackson and Jenkins with regards to bond? There is that fight for bond here. It may potentially, believe it or not, be set in this case. The state is fighting against it. Both men are expected to go before the judge once again in about 48 hours. Live downtown, Mario Diaz, KPRC2 Investigates.